Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bianca. Today I have a trash to treasure video. Recently I did a Dollar Tree DIY video and I colored some jars from the Dollar Tree. I got that inspiration from Pinterest because I searched vintage and old jars and I seen people collecting them, and I also seen people coloring them like the way I did. Then I realized I had a bunch of glassware. Me and my husband always drink these coconut milk drinks, and I thought these glass shapes were really nice and I can use them for something like that. So it gave me the idea to start saving these. And also these dark brown glassware as well are really pretty. So I thought this was such a pretty color, and especially for fall, which is coming up. We're going to be making over these glass bottles as well as this. This is actually a utensil holder for my utensils, and as you can see, it's really like beat up. I had painted it a while back. It was originally a turquoise teal color. So what I want to do is just fix that up, repaint it, and then I will be applying some labels to it that I'm going to show y'all. I actually created these labels myself, and I will be putting them in my Etsy shop for only $1.50 for 5 labels. So all you have to do is go, I will link it at the bottom, and you can download them and print them out yourself on regular paper like I'm going to do, or you can print it at a printer shop, or you can print them out on sticker paper if you want to. The first thing I'm going to do is wash these bottles really well and remove these labels. And then once I do that, I will be painting a couple of them, and then I'll show you how I apply the labels. So I'm trying to remove these labels on here, and as you can see, it's not really coming off. So I just Googled how to remove labels from glass jars, and on Google it says to take a bucket of hot water, add some soap and white wine vinegar. So let's see if that works. I have the bottles in the bucket with the soap, vinegar, and water. I didn't measure it, I just put what I thought was enough, and hopefully it works. So I'm just gonna be coming and turning the bottles around just so they can coat really well with that mixture, and hopefully they all come off. I just started my dishwasher, so sorry for the background noise. Okay, so literally it's just falling apart. There's gonna be some parts where it's really sticky and stuck. So that's the part where I need to leave it in there longer. These are the labels that I created. There's 5 different ones in total. So this is how you will be printing them out. So you'll get 2 of each for only $1.50. And then once you download it, you can print out however many you want. So I just wanted to show you all these really quick before I paint some of the bottles. I'm gonna leave this one just the way it is, of course. I'm gonna leave one clear one. I'm gonna paint one black and one white. And now I'm gonna paint this whole thing. I'm gonna have to do a few coats on here to cover up all that. And this was just some of the paint that came off. The rest of it doesn't come off. It's really hard to take all of the paint off. So obviously the bigger label is gonna go on this utensil holder. And then for the other one, I'm gonna be using my white linen chalk paint. When applying second and third coats, you want to make sure you apply the paint very gently, because if you rub too hard, the previous coats could rub off of the glass. And now I have this utensil holder. I know there's a certain chemical or something you can buy to take off all the paint, but I don't have that. So what I'm going to do is just start painting over this. I did wash it and scrub it like I said, take off what I could, and this is all that came off. And then I have these little glue dots that won't come off either, but that's just gonna be toward the back. I'm gonna face it this way so you can't see that anyway. But yeah, let's go ahead and start painting this with my linen white chalk paint. But I also wanted to mention that this would all be probably a little bit easier to spray paint outside, but I don't have any spray paint, so that's why I'm just using what I have, which is the paint. And also spray paint takes forever to dry, so that's another reason why I didn't go and pick some of that up. While we're waiting, we can go ahead and start working on these two bottles that I'm not painting. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the labels I'm gonna use for these two. So I just marked them with my pencil on the back. This one I'm gonna use for the brown bottle. For this label, I'm gonna cut around it on the black line and then Mod Podge it on. So I got it cut out because of the design. I think it's really pretty, and Anita is actually my grandma's name, and she is from Yoakum, Texas, and it was founded in 1948. So I decided to use her name and where she was from, and I told her about it and she was so excited. She actually called me earlier. She asked if I had posted the video already so she could watch it. She watches all my videos. I told her not yet, I'm trying to finish everything so I can post it and then I'll let you know. So now what I'm gonna do is take the Mod Podge and put some on the back. I have the matte one. I'd rather use matte, so I'm just gonna take a piece of a sponge brush and just put a good amount of it on the back. Make sure you get the edges really good. Once I do that, now I'm gonna go over it with the Mod Podge. So there are a few ways you can do this. You can go over it like this on a colorful bottle. It doesn't matter if the Mod Podge gets on the bottle. I do leave it like this and let it dry, and you'll see some of the Mod Podge on there, but you honestly can't really tell because the bottle's brown. If you don't want the Mod Podge to show, all you have to do is take a paper towel or a washcloth and just wipe around the glass edges, and I will show you that on a clear bottle when I do that one. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did to the other bottle. Okay, so once I have it on there, now I'm gonna take a paper towel. I'm just gonna wipe away all of the Mod Podge that's on the glass, because when it dries, it doesn't look good. And I honestly think it's better to do this with a wet washcloth instead of a dry paper towel. Now I'm going to take the bigger label and apply it to the utensil holder, the same way I did the bottles. The biggest tip I have when using Mod Podge is to use regular printer paper, or of course the sticker paper like I told you. I'm using cardstock paper because that's all I have right now. And the reason for that is because the cardstock paper is very thick, so it's a little bit harder to smooth out the Mod Podge on the paper and make sure there's no bumps or air bubbles. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a very simple DIY video on how to get a farmhouse rustic look, and also an easy way to apply it. If you don't have a Cricut or Cameo silhouette or sticker paper, you can just use Mod Podge. I really enjoyed making this video, especially trash to treasure videos, because it just shows that you can create any style that you like on a budget. So save all of those glass jars. Don't forget to check out my Etsy shop. I have those labels available for only $1.50, and I will be adding more and more. Follow me on Instagram and I will update you on there as well. Thank you for watching and have a great Thursday.